And welcome to Hadoop Exam Learning Resources. In this session we will be starting the Python. We'll do the Python installation and we will be doing basic Python programming. So this is the series we are starting for our data science certification and training material. So initially we'll learn the Python, basics of Python, and then we will move ahead more advanced Python and statistics, and then we'll go for data science, machine learning, deep learning, etc. So this is very like first session from this our Python learning, and we will be starting from the installation part of on Windows operating system. So we'll be using the Anaconda for the installation purpose, and then some do the basic Python programming once the installation is done. So I'll share this PDF with you so you can follow the instruction as well. So you can download this PDF under the description section under the video. Okay, so let's start with the step-by-step process. Okay, and this training okay, so first we will be publishing this entire training at this URL. Okay, right now it's the first video, so I have not created yet this URL, so I'll be creating once we have developed few modules, and then you can go through this URL and learn the entire Python series. Okay, so now let's check on your Windows operating system already Python is installed or not. Okay, so the best way is just go to the command prompt. Okay, I'll go to the command prompt here. Yeah, just a minute. Just open the command prompt here and type the Python. If it is installed on your machine, then most probably you would be having in the class path and you will be using it, but in my machine it is not there. So what I'll do, I have to freshly install the Python. Okay, so I'll go here on this URL and download the Python. So just click here and it will open a URL. Okay, and now here you can see like Anaconda site is there, and there are two and three various installation is available. Actually for Windows there are two installation is available, and then Mac OS there are various installations, and then Linux OS. So we'll go for the Windows operating system, and in my case I have Windows 64-bit installed on my machine, so I'll be using the 64-bit installer, that is just plain exe. I'll download it, and I'll prefer to use Python 2.7 version right now, because most of the library which we will be using is developed using Python 2.7. so I prefer to use Python 2.7 right now. Okay, so you can also go through this Python 2.7, and just click on this. They will ask something like to register and all these things. If you want to get some cheat sheet from the Anaconda, you can get it. Okay, so now I'll say no thanks because I've already downloaded, and now you can see this is the exe is being downloaded here. I will actually cancel this download because in my case it is already downloaded. So once you have downloaded, you would see like this exe would be downloaded in your download folder, and this is the exe we will be using for installation. So just very simple to install actually. Now double click on this exe file, very simple, and it will come with one pop-up. Okay, please wait while setup is loading. So its setup is loaded, and this is 64-bit setup. Just click next, and terms and condition, if you wish you can read it, or you can just say I agree, and it's up to you if you want to install for all users or just for yourself. So I would prefer this just for myself on this machine, and this is the path where it would be installed. I am not going to change anything, so you can just use this path. Okay, and already exists, please different location. Okay, so because what happens is in my case I've already tried this installation, so I'll first delete this folder and then I'll try again. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, so I have deleted this path, so let me go and install this. Okay, so now it would ask me to create a path environment variable. I would suggest please keep it checked and register Anaconda as my default Python. Yes, that is fine. I would prefer to do this. It's your way if you want to customize it. Right now I'm not going to customize anything. So it will install. It will take few minutes to get installed. Okay, once it is installed, then we will see what happens. Okay, so these are the screenshot I have also added in the PDF file, so you can use this PDF and install on your machine, kind of thing. And once that is installed, then we'll check further things, and we'll do some basic programming using Python. Okay, so let it get just installed. I'll just wait for a few minutes. Okay, if you see, like, you click on the show details, so it will show like what is all it is doing. It is just copying some file from like one place to another place, like while installing. So this is all being copied over here into the some directory which we have copied first. So that is part of the installation. Okay, so let's wait it get installed. It will take few minutes to get finished, then I'll come back. So now the point here I wanted to tell you, like, why we chose the Anaconda rather than plain Python. We chose the Anaconda because it is very simple to install. Because Python is made up of lot of library, and you have to individually download the library and then set it up for your Python environment. So being a developer, you have to do so many tasks for just the installation part. It would be not very good. So like, it will very time consuming. Good if you do it, good for your learning, but it's very time consuming, and you don't know what you have missed or kind of thing initially. So that is the best way I have found Anaconda to be installed on your Windows machine. And once you install it, it will all the library which you required while doing your work would be by default available. If that is not available, then installation of the new library is very simple using the Anaconda. We'll see, like, whenever we need, if any new library needs to be installed, then we will install it. Okay, using some command line tool, very simple to install new package. So right now we are good enough to use it. Okay, so these are actually a lot of libraries being down, like Anaconda is already installing, so we don't have to worry about this right now. Meanwhile, I also want to say, like, this video is prepared by the hadoopexam.com. So this is our site, hadoopexam.com, and we have various products regarding the big data, cloud computing, programming language, Java J2E. We have certification preparation materials, kind of thing. So various material is available. You can go through the site and you can whatever product you are interested, like we have SAS as well, Mapper, Hortonworks, Cloudera products, cloud computing, Amazon, Microsoft Azure, NoSQL database, Cassandra, and various products we already have on our hadoopexam.com. So you can use it for your purpose if you want to learn further about this. Okay, and one more important thing, if you want regular updates, like any new modules is added in the training or not, you just click on the subscribe button, put your email ID and name in the form box. Actually, in just a minute it will come up. Yeah, so this is the name and then email ID. Just we will send a 2 or 3 times in a month email with the updates, if there is any updates in our products or any new products is launched. Okay, so that's what about hadoopexam.com. You can just go through about all this details we have published, and if you have any question or query, you just drop an email to hadoopexam@gmail.com, or you can just give a call on this number, so we can help you on your queries. Okay, so now let's see what is the installation. It is still getting installed, so it will take time, so let's wait. So now we can see it is finished. It will take good amount of time to get installed. Okay, so because it does install a lot of things. So next, and learn more about Anaconda Cloud. If you want, you can just check it, otherwise you can uncheck it and just finish it out. So we have finished. Now what I'll do, actually, now I'll open a command prompt again and see whether this Python is available and install on your machine or not. So I have opened the command prompt. Let me type. You have to open new command prompt, okay, not existing or previously open. Just type Python, and you can see now this, and Python 2.7.12 is installed on this machine. Anaconda version is 4.2.0. don't worry right now about this. And on the This is provided by Continuum.io company, which is provided by. Okay, so now we have done some installation of the Python. Now we will be learning the Python programming basics, like, so get a hands-on with the Python programming. Okay, so now let's say just in the shell we will be, like, in the command prompt itself we'll be using, so there is nothing special we are going to do here right now. Just use the, like, your first day of Python programming if you want to. So just we have written some code here and I'll explain you. So first things is the functions. Okay, function, Python has a lot of pre-made functions. What is functions we'll talk about later on. You can use right now simply by calling them. So here the name of the function is a print. Okay, and this is the inside whatever you wanted to do, like it's a more things like, but print function is like you print whatever I have put in this bracket. Okay, in this two bracket, between this two bracket I just print this statement. So I'll just copy this and paste here, and see it will print on the window, correct, which we have asked it to print. So this is one way of doing this. If you are in Python 2, syntax is like similar to this. We don't have to provide the bracket here, and we can just use the double quote string, and we can just use this and paste here, and see, sorry, we have not copied completely. Correct. Okay, so now double quote is not coming properly from the PDF. That is the issue. So what I'll do, I'll remove this double quote from here, sorry, this syntax, and use the double quote here. So now you can see here. Okay, so this is the print function. Now similarly, if you want to do arithmetic operation, what is 100 plus 200, you just type in here and you can see it's a 300. Similarly, 100 divided by 2, that's what would be expecting, you are expecting 51, correct, 51. Now 20.0 by 2. Okay, so what would you are expecting here, 10? No, it will print 10.0. if any one of the value is floating point number, it will give the result as a 10.0. let's change this value, 20 divided by 2.0, then again 10.0. if I say 20.0 divided by 2.0, then still it is a 10.0. but if I change both the value to integer, then it's a 10. So if any one of the value is floating point, the result would be the floating point. Okay, exponential operation, if you want to 3 raised to power 3 value, if you wanted to do like this is here, if let me write down here, if you wanted to do 3 raised to power 3, which is what exactly, 27, how would you do in Python? Python is just 3 multiplied by twice, you have to use multiplication operator, then you can use it. Just copy and paste here. Sorry, it's not copied correctly, so I'll just type in, that would be easy. So 27, it would be there, correct. Now there are some other way of finding the what is the data type of a value. If you have provided 100, what is the data type of this value? So it should be int, correct, it will give you the int. So data type is int. Here you can see the type, the name of the function here is type, and the value inside this is 100 will be. Right now don't worry if you don't understand what is the functions, you just give the, this is the whatever comes with this bracket is known as a function. Okay, so we are calling the function right now. Okay, so now use this statement. What is the type here? That's I think type here of this function. So this is string, correct, whatever value in the single quote you are using, that is a string. Now similarly in double quote if you are using, then also it's a string, correct. So let me clear it out if can. Okay, clear is not working here. Okay, so let's leave it right now. Okay, so type hello, this is again a string function or a string value, correct, this is in the double quote. Now next is 80 point divided by 2. What is the data type you are expecting here? Sorry, it's control C is not working here somehow. Okay, right click, copy, and 80 point, so it should be a float, correct, not integer. As I mentioned previously, any one value is floating point, second value would be the float. Now this is 2 is an integer but is in a single quote, correct. Sorry, it's a control C is not working in my laptop somehow for this PDF. Okay, so now let's see, you can see like values 2, but we have put into the single quotation here, so that's why it's a string data type. If I remove this, then it's a int data type, correct? Now let's do this 2.0, then what is a float? So you can see this is the data type, various data types available. So it's a very similar to you find in other languages program. If it is your first programming languages, so it's very common sense actually. The 100 is an integer and 40.0 is a floating point number. Whatever you put in the single quote or double quote, that is a string, that you remember. Okay, and now all the below are the values. To hello data scientist is a string, hello data science in double quote, these are all values. You can just copy paste here and let me copy here, and it will comma separated, so it will create a sequence. It would Python would put in a double in the bracket, so it is a sequence, correct? Similarly, comma separated values are converted into sequence, as here it is converted of integer and do not consider as a single digit. What do you think when this number is provided to you? You would see it's a 1 lakh, okay, correct, 0.1 million. Okay, or if, but Python won't consider it is a 1 million. It's a one value, three different values for the Python. First one is 1, second one is 0, third one is also 0. Let's try this in the Python. Okay, 1 comma 0 0 comma 0. Let's see. So this is three values, three different values, 1 0 0. So this is the value. You have to understand what is the comma separation here and how it works, correct? Now variables is a name that refers to the value. So you have to understand, like whenever you create some value, okay, so suppose I have 3 users, okay, so let's say let me write down here. Okay, so I have 3 users. User 1 is name is Amit, second user 2 is Rakesh, and user 3 equals to whatever you say Lokesh. So these are 3 users, correct? Now this value is derived like I want to assign dynamically. How would I do? Actually, I would create a name 1 and say it's a first name of the user is Ashish, name of the user here is, in this case, is Amit, kind of thing, correct? So I'll give you the example so to you better understand here. So okay, what is the website name here? hadoopexam.com, correct? So here if you see, I have created one string hadoopexam.com and gave this value to website name. So whenever now after that if you use the website name, it would actually print this value hadoopexam.com, correct? Let me show you here. If I print here website name, what it will output? It would say website name is assigned value hadoopexam.com. Now let's say change this value to something else. I would say quicktechie.com. So now what is the value of website name? You just use up arrow, it will give you the previous command. So now website name is representing quicktechie.com. Similarly, as I mentioned here, like name equal to Amit, here, and similarly name equals to Rakesh. So now I have done this assignment. So what value would name would consider would have right now? It should have a Rakesh because it has been overridden. First you have assigned name to Amit, but now you have overridden this value with the Rakesh. So let me try the name here, print here. What is the value in the name? Is Rakesh. Now if I overwrite it with the something else, Lokesh, then now what would be the name has? Value as a Lokesh. So this is the part which is known as a variable, and this is the value. And now let's say name equal to assign something odd value, let's say 10,000. What would be now name contains here? it is a 10,000. So now you can see you are keep changing the value of the variable, correct? So now you are assigning and changing, and the variable can take the value of integer data type, string data type, something like that. If I would say 100.0, then it's what is the value of name. Now that's this 100.0. Let's try do some experiment here. Let's do this 1,00,0,0. Then what is, now let's see what is the value of name. Name is having this sequence 3 values inside this, correct? So we can have this kind of value also assigned to this. So let's say create another things, welcome Hadoop exam.com. Okay, so now let's type the name. So this sequence is also part of this. Okay, I have made a spelling mistake, but that's fine. Okay, so this is the what here we, this is known as variable. The so the anything which is left side hand side of the equal operator, this is known as variable, and this part is known as a value. Okay, so you assign values to the variable. Now you can similarly like you can print the website name what we have assigned previously. Sorry, here you can see print website name we have assigned quick take. So valid variable names there, so there is some rule, you cannot give anything as a variable name, correct? So these are the valid variable name. Okay, like this is website name as a hadoopexam.com. so this is I would tell you what is the invalid. Now create the message here. So what I'll do, this is the first part of string here, message string. Okay, I'll paste this. So now I have two variables, one is a website name and another is a message. Now I want to print combined message. What I will use plus operator here. What it does is actually it will concatenate to a string. Here you have seen previously plus operator also do arithmetic operation. When you are working with the integer or floating point values, then it will do the actual mathematical arithmetic operation. But when you use the plus operator with the string, then it will use it work as a concatenation. So let's type this and I'll fix this in the next session. Actually this control C. Okay, so now print message plus website name. Now welcome to Python learning for data science. That is our first part, that is message, and this is the second part is hadoopexam.com. now you can see till here is my first string has been printed, then this string has been printed. So here the plus operator worked as a concatenation, it added two strings. Okay, so now important notes, variable names can be as long as you like. Okay, they can contain both letters and numbers. You can create one variable name with, but they cannot begin with a number. You cannot create a variable name with the which start with the number. It is a legal use uppercase letter and but it is conventional to use only lowercase while variable names. Okay, that is the convention. So here invalid name of the variable is an example. So let's copy this and try to use it. So now it's a invalid syntax because this is line 1, it says one name is not a valid name. Similarly you cannot use num at the rate. Okay, so this is also invalid name syntax. You can see try is a keyword. Actually there are few keywords in the Python, and many programming, every programming language has their own reserved keywords. You cannot use the like which the programming language is using for their own use, like try is one of them. So there are a lot of such names actually which you cannot use it. So you don't have to memorize the list of the keywords right now, don't worry right now. So try is one of the example which we will try to use it. So it will give an error. It's like invalid syntax. Okay, so this is again try is a keyword, so we cannot use. So this is the example of invalid syntax of creating the variable name. Okay, so what is expression in the Python? An expression is a combination of values, variables and operators. If you see in our previous example, so this is an expression. It's actually we have used two variables, one variable website name and the second value is a message entirely. So one is a variable name and value, so that is known as expression. So any mathematical operations kind of thing you do, that is also known as expression. So this is an expression, one of the example I would say. This all are the arithmetic expressions, correct? So similarly this is also the one of the expression we have created. Okay, so now let's we have already done this things. Actually we have printed this welcome message. Okay, we have assigned the output of this concatenation to the another uh, variable name is a welcome, and then I will try to print this variable. So let me copy this entire code here, and what is this here? Okay, so now I'll copy and paste. If you see website name plus welcome, so this is the example of variable. Now this is the print output of this line, correct? Now welcome message is assigned this variable plus the string, and then we are printing the welcome message. Now you can see this is the string. If I print the welcome here, then it would print the entire concatenated value hadoopexam.com plus welcome message. So now let's do one thing actually, is to show you the better example. Okay, I'll change this to, I'll put plus here, and then I would say welcome, sorry, website name, and then assign this value to the welcome variable. Okay, so something is wrong here. Okay, so the variable name is in uppercase, so that kind of thing debugging you have to do here. So you see, like the small case I have used here in the variable name is, but the actual variable name is a capital S here. So that is kind of differences here. Now if I say what is the welcome now contains, hadoopexam.com, welcome to Python learning for data science, hadoopexam.com. So this way you are playing with the values we are creating. So we'll move ahead slowly. This is very simple things initially. I would say you practice as much as possible on this actually. So this is a string concatenation operation using the plus. We have already done this. Okay, so it's just very simple. Again I'll repeat the same thing, just copy and you can see here it would append this, sorry. Okay, welcome to hadoopexam.com. Similarly, another way of doing this, name assigned to this message is hello, and then we are going to print this one here, this variable name, this is variable name, and this is the value. So we will be concatenating all three here. Can see here. So now this is the output would be printed. So that is very simple, string concatenation. Now that is very important expression here. If I wanted to print Hadoop exam 7 times, so what I have to do, either one way is I will type myself, or there is a very simple operations, multiplication operator you can use with the string, then it will repeat your string in the 7 times. So let's copy this part and see what happens here. Why it is not able to copy even. Here you can see now it is a 7 times, it's a printing the value here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, and this is the command actually, a comment, sorry. If you want to put any comment about your expression, so that would be ignored by your programming, Python, actually Python programming. I hope this is copied successfully. Okay, so now you can see here it is 7 times printed here, hadoopexam.com. Okay, and this part is ignored, that is known as comments. Okay, we'll learn more about comments in the future session. So that's all about basic programming of Python. You do your own hands-on, I would suggest, as much as possible, because becoming a master in a programming language is about time. It's like how much time you spend on the programming, how much practice you do this. So however, this Python is very simple language to learn, but as you move ahead you would have to learn the concepts like mathematical concepts, like as we are moving toward the data science course, so that would help us to learn Python and then become a data scientist. So thanks for watching this video. If you're watching this video on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, and if you like this video, just give thumbs up. So and if you subscribe, whenever we upload new videos, you will get the notification from the Hadoop from the YouTube itself that new video has been uploaded. And these are all products which is currently provided by the hadoopexam.com, which you can subscribe if you wish, if you want to go ahead in your career in a particular domain kind of thing. So we have various training right now, Hadoop, and one of the training which not listed here, Java programming training, which is completely freely available. So which you can also find it somewhere on hadoopexam.com. okay, so if not, then just drop an email to hadoopexam.com. we'll send you the URL of free Java programming training. Okay, so thanks for watching, and let's wait for next session.